Hello, welcome to another podcast, stream, video, whatever you want to call it. Hope you're all doing fine out there, my people. We're here to speak about, just give you a quick review of the game, our last game against Sheffield United up at Bramwell Lane. We won 6-0 again. That's our second 6-0 win in the last 3 weeks, as well as we're winning 5-0 against Burnley. We're scoring so many goals. We beat Liverpool 3-1. We beat Crystal Palace 5-0 as well. And we beat Newcastle 4-1. So ever since we came up from Dubai in January, we've been bopping teams left, right and centre. You know, and some will say, okay then, it was again against Sheffield United, which were the whipping boys in the Premier League. And Burnley, who are one of the whipping boys in the Premier League as well. But you still have got to beat in front what's put in front of you. And we scored some good goals. You know, the best goal of the game was probably Ben White's goal. Was that the fifth goal? You know, so I watched some of the highlights and I've lost much. I think it was the fifth goal we scored, I think. Or was it the last goal? Anyway, Declan Rice scored a very good goal as well. And we were bopping, we're winning. We were bopping teams and we're putting teams to the sword. And it's good to see. And I remember before we went to Dubai, when we lost to Liverpool in the FA Cup 2-0 at the Emirates, a lot of our fans and even just people in general, other people on Sky, sometimes they speak a lot of rubbish. People like Gary Neville and those guys, Sky and beIN Sports and BT, the media in general, Talk Sport. They were saying that where Arsenal going to get their goals from, because it's true, we weren't scoring goals, and we didn't have a recognised striker. We didn't really have a recognised striker. Eddie Nketiah was the only striker we got, and he's not good enough. We all know he's not good enough. And so when we went to Dubai, we saw the pictures with Salt Bay feeding Mikel Arteta some of that. I don't know if it was meat or lamb, whatever it was. He was feeding him. You could see, and he was taking it. And I don't know what happened out there, but whatever happened out there, it's worked a treat. And ever since we've gotten back, we can't stop scoring goals. I know we beat Forest 2-1, but we have to tell that to Forest can be a plucky side sometimes, especially at the City ground. And we should have won by more than 2, and it wasn't as close as a 2-1 scoreline suggested, but we still got to beat what's in front of you, of course. And of course, they're more or less on a new manager bounce with, Nuno, not long taken over. And since he's taken over, they've been a bit better, And so we have to give thanks and say thank you to the Almighty for making us putting this in. I mean, it was 2 on top, but if we beat Brentford later on this evening, then we can definitely go top by a point, at least for 24 hours or so. Because Liverpool, of course, are playing Manchester City at Anfield tomorrow, and whoever wins that game will go to the top. If City win, they go to the top, and if Liverpool win, they go to the. And Arsenal, what we want is a draw between those two sides. And I got a feeling someone's going to win that game. I was going for Liverpool before, but I don't know. I'm having a feeling that City are going to get them, because Liverpool have got a lot of injuries, and City are playing well. So too are Liverpool, but I just think City are stronger. They are stronger, stronger side. It's quite possible that Man City will could win the Champions League, and Liverpool could win the Europa League, and then we could win the Premier League. So let's share the trophies around. Let's hope that we can win today against Brentford, and hopefully go to the City, go to the Etihad, and either get a win or a draw. I think if we can beat City at the Etihad, we probably might win the league. Let's hope. If we get a draw, it's quite possible as well. But if we lose, I don't hold that much hope, because City will be on a run. They'll be galvanised. They'll be hyped, and so we have to hope to go up there and at least avoid defeat. We're playing Liverpool home and away already, and so they're out of the way. We've still got hard games against City, Man United, and City. Apart from City, we've got Man United and Tottenham. We've got Villa. We've got Chelsea at home. We've got Brighton away, which is going to be very difficult for us. But if we can get through those games, the other games they should be winnable. We might have to win all the games by 1 or 2. So let's see if we can do it. And that win against Sheffield United was excellent. And Chris Wilder, the Sheffield United manager, came out afterwards and said that Arsenal one of the best teams he's ever seen, and that's a huge compliment, from their manager. I like the way we zip the ball around. A lot of our supporters, both on YouTube and in the media was saying that they loved the Arsenal playing the ball and passing. It was a bit like the days of almost of the some of Arsene Wenger's best teams, like the Invincibles, for example, and even the team that won it in '02. We used to bop teams, we used to pass around, put teams and do one-touch football, and maybe some people call it tiki-taka. But tiki-taka, that word is kind of been phased out of football. But Pep bought tiki taka when he was at Barcelona back in the late 2000s with the likes of Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. So it's good to be compared to that, to that sort of football that we're bopping around, bopping the ball around, bopping teams, and yes, and we have to keep this run going now. That 5-0 win was an excellent win. That 6-0 win was an excellent win. I remember when we were 5-0 up at half time, and then I remember even listening to Curtis Shaw's stream, and even Turkish was saying that we need to be good if we can score 10. let's go for 10. Curtis said, I want 10, we want 10, we want 10, we want. I said, steady on, let's get to 6, and let's get to 7, and then 8, and then 9, and then hopefully 10. But I always knew that we were going to get 10. I thought we could get to 8, because Newcastle beat them 8-0 earlier in the season. I thought we're better than Newcastle, so we could easily get 8. But I'm still happy with 6-0, because I think my prediction was 4-0. I think if you remember on here, I went for 4-0. I didn't think we were gonna get even. I didn't think we were gonna get 8. I think we could get 6, but I said 4-0. I was trying to keep it respectful, but we got 6, so I'm pretty content with that. And so let's hope we can put a few past Brentford today, and keep this run going. You know, Mikel Arteta said that we need to win all the games. I don't think we're gonna win all the games, but I think we could win. I think we've got 10 games left now. We could win probably 8 or 7 of those games, and the rest could be draws. Let's see, and that might be enough for us if City slip up a bit and if Liverpool slip up. But one game at a time, you know, horses for courses. Get this game out of the way. This Brentford game this evening, which will be tricky. I don't see us putting a lot of. I think I went for 3-1 in my earlier stream, or one of my other streams before. I think I went for 3-1. So let's hope that this is a 3-1 result, yeah, or even more. But I'm going for 3-1, and I think we'll definitely get the 3 points against Brentford. If you're going to the match, take care of yourselves. I want to say thank you to our supporters who travelled up to Sheffield United, who made a wonderful account of themselves. You know, thank you so much for supporting the club and the way you do it and so on. And I've not been to a away game for a long time. Yeah, so I miss those away games. I'm gonna try and get. I'm gonna start going away hopefully next season. You know, I've got about 3 or 4 venues I want to go to. I want to go to Villa Park, and I want to go up to Merseyside, and even the Liverpool Everton game up there, but probably the Everton game, because the Liverpool game will be very, very tough. I'll be on tender hooks, but maybe the Everton game, because I've got a soft spot for Everton. I've always had a soft spot for Everton, so maybe Goodison Park, Villa Park, maybe Luton, because Luton's another ground I wouldn't mind going. It's very, very close to the players, very compact. And I can't make my mind up what other ground I want to go. Maybe Leeds if they come up, because they look like they might be coming up. Maybe Leeds, someone like that, or maybe Leicester, because I had family in Leicester. So and Nottingham as well. I've got family in Nottingham as well. So one of those clubs, Midlands. I like the Midlands. You know, I've got a lot of family in the Midlands. I've got family in Villa. I've got family in Birmingham. I've got family in Nottingham. I've got family in Derby. And I've got family in Leicester. Us Jamaicans we do get around. Anyway, my people, you take care of yourselves and enjoy the match. Come on, you Gunners!